Welcome once again to the Way Network. This session is just a continuation of our previous video, which our attention was drawn to the fact that a session of the video was not brought to air, and that means that video was not complete. And that is, and it's regarding the video we aired on the topic, the greatest benefit on earth, regarding time, that we should understand the time and seasons, and also being able to know the most favorable times, the most favorable hours, and the good days and the bad days, and how we can use it for our benefit. So, first of all, I want to thank all those who drew our attention to this fallibility. We say thank you so much, and this tells us that you are very much interested and you are following what we are doing. So keep your comments and your suggestions and your advice coming forth. Wherever you see any pitfall, you are free to send us a message and then draw our attention. Whatever you think we can do to enhance and to benefit the collective good of what you are doing, you can also draw our attention. Any suggestion is welcome. If your suggestions are prudent and fits into the purpose of our movement, we promise we are going to take it in good faith and act accordingly. So I want to thank all those who drew our attention to this fact that we couldn't complete, or we didn't bring the completion part of that particular teaching. So today I'm here to complete that teaching and to bring it to a closure, and that regarding knowing your lucky days, the hours, and its benefits. You know, as I said in the part 1 and 2, everything in this life has to do with time. And within this world in which we live, time is everything, and everything is time bound. The life we are living on earth, everything we do, our marriages, our work, everything is time bound. That's why you are born and you are supposed to die, because it is within time space. Time governs everything within manifest creation. So if you don't understand the times and the seasons in which you are living, and to take advantage of the time and the season, you realize that you live the life and you end up not fulfilling your destiny and fulfilling your purpose, and realizing the reason why you are in this world. So coming to a good understanding of time and how it applies within manifest creation, and how you can use it for your collective good and benefit, it makes life easier and faster. And this, I am saying so because it is something that we have used. As I said in the previous parts, every time and the kind of vibration that it resonates, and the kind of energies and kind of entities that are operating within time and season. That is why when you read the story about Jacob, when he wrestled with the angel, okay, at a certain point that the angel said that he should allow him to go because the day is breaking. So the angel recognized that the daytime is not his time, and the daytime is not favorable for him. So he has to do anything to exit before the day comes. And through that, Jacob took advantage of that time and received the blessing from the angel before the angel had the opportunity to exit. And when you read Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it also talk about time and season and purpose under the sun. That everything under the sun, which is this manifest world, is governed by time, and everything unfolds according to season and purpose. So what we are treating is fundamental and integral to our existence, and everything which is happening within manifest creation, everything happening within this planet we call Earth, is governed by time, and it is time that rules everything. And the time is the most priceless gift. It's the only luxury we cannot afford, because everything we are doing is predetermined by time. The work you are doing, you are paid for the time and not for the work that you do. And that is why when you are supposed to work from 8 a.m. and close at 5 p.m. and you stay at work beyond 5 p.m. and work to about 10 p.m., when they are going to pay you, they don't say that they are paying you for overwork, but they tell you that they are paying for what? Overtime. So that means that they are paying you for the time you are expending and not for the work you are doing. And that is why there are times you are gainfully engaged or employed by an employer. You go to work and there's no exercise to do or there's no job to be done. That day is more or less like a free day. But yet the employer will pay you despite the fact that you didn't do any work. This implies that you are receiving salary not necessarily because of the work you are doing, but the employer is paying you for the time that you are providing to give that service. And this is something we people don't really recognize, and we abuse time. All your success, your happiness, your joy, everything is based and founded on time. And your ability to take advantage of time, manage time properly, will determine how you're going to be. I have seen great people who had great wealth, great opportunities, but due to disregard for time, they lost everything. So time is very essential to our existence, because every minute and every second of the clock as it ticks by, your time on earth is wearing out and is fading out. So time is something we don't have to joke with. I was watching a movie, and I think the movie started was 24 or so, and the guy was waiting for the secretary in the office. I think the secretary was newly contracted at the counter-terrorist unit or something, and then the lady was late for about 5 minutes, and the boss was pissed off. After 5 minutes or a minute, and the boss was pissed off. And when he came in, he realized that the boss was unhappy, and he asked him, "Is it because I'm just a minute late? That is why you're unhappy?" And he said, "Yes, I'm unhappy because of that 1 minute late. But that 1 minute lateness can cause a lot of trouble, because everything is happening within the split of a second. Everything within the split of a second, a signature is signed, and somebody becomes a billionaire. Within the split of a second, a signature is signed and somebody loses his contract. Within a minute, a signature is signed and somebody gets a job. Within a minute, a signature is signed and somebody loses his job. So everything is bounded on time. So if we are able to understand these things and use time to our favor, there are times you have to do things and there are times you don't have to do things. There are times you need to go out and there are times you don't need to go out. So if times that you don't need to go out, you are going out, what are you supposed to do in order to protect your space? I have seen a lot of ladies who have contracted spiritual marriages because of wrong timing, and wrong exposure. Everything in this world is governed by time. It is only when you transcend the physical conscious, or you transcend manifest creation, then you realize that time is immaterial. That time only works within our manifest creation. And in subsequent video, I think we'll be treating that one and how all those things work when you transcend our space, which is governed by time. But as long as you live in this physical world, time is the ruler. And if there is a judgment we are talking about in the Bible, we are going to give an account of our life we lived on earth. That means when you say our life in earth, that means how we spent time or how we utilize time. So this is just to give you a recap of what we discussed in the previous part, so that if somebody is watching this one and is unable to watch, he has not watched the previous parts, he will get an understanding of what you are talking about. And if you have not watched the previous part, in order to get a full scope of the lecture, I would advise you go and watch the part 1 and 2 so that you get a full scope of the lecture. So as we complete, you would get a full understanding of what you're talking about. Because in the previous lectures, we were talking about the hours and what it means within the Gregorian time and everything. So that's where you can get all those things from. So I'm going to continue with the part 3 of the greatest benefits on earth. And I think the part 2 ended with the month of August 24th to September 23rd. That is where we ended that particular presentation when we checked from our records. So we are going to continue with September 24th to October 23rd. So this should be the seventh house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So as we do it, we just take off the house, the year, the months, and then we replace them with listen. So 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd hour. So when you watch the previous parts, those who have not had the opportunity to watch the previous part, when you watch the previous part, you can translate the hours. Okay, because we created a chart there that tells you when you say the second hour, what it actually means within a Gregorian time or present time. So you can do that references, and then you have the actual time in our present Gregorian time. So Monday is the 6th, 13th, and 20th hour. Tuesday we have 3rd, 10th, and 17th. Wednesday we have 7th, 14th, and 21st. Thursday we have 14th, 11th, and 18th hour. And Friday we have 1st, 8th, and 15th hour. And Saturday we have 5th, 12th, and 19th hour. And Friday we also have 22nd hour. So those born in this house, which is from September 24th to October 23rd, all the days are good for you. All the days are good for you. But your unlucky day is Tuesday. Your unlucky day is Tuesday. That means Tuesday are days you are not supposed to do any serious business or any serious transaction. And if you want to do any transaction, because sometimes what you engage in, you are not the one who determines the time. You are not the one who calls the shots. So if the one who calls the shots, maybe it's your boss or something, and then he fixes the appointment or he fixes whatever engagement there is on Tuesday, then you have to beef up your Tuesday meeting with other things, like with your lucky colors and other lucky perfumes and lucky jewels, to lift up your vibration and do the relevant prayers and meditations which is necessary to raise your vibration on that day, because that day is not too favorable for you. Those born from the September 24th to October 23rd, your most lucky day is Friday. Friday is your most lucky day. Friday is your most lucky day. So preferably when you're booking an appointment where you determine what time, which day you are supposed to do the appointment, if you have that opportunity, then it is best you use Friday. Any day of the Friday is good for you, but the peak vibrating times or hours is the 1st, 18th, 8th, 15th, and 22nd hour. So refer to part 1, either part 1 or part 2. Yeah, part 1, that tells you the hours we have here and what it is now, the time, the Gregorian time we are using right now. So Friday is your most vibrating day. Any day in Friday is fine, but in Friday, this is your peak hours where you are vibrating at your peak. Tuesday, the whole day is not good for you, but at these hours, it is worse. It is really, 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 really bad. At these hours of Tuesday, it is really bad. The rest of the days are normal. The Sundays are good. is a normal day, you can use it. Monday is a normal day, you can use it. Wednesday is a normal day, you can use it. Thursday is a normal day, you can use it. Saturday is a normal day, you can use it. But Friday is your most powerful good day, which you can use at these hours. And Tuesday is your worst vibrating day that you are not supposed to use, all things being equal. And 3rd, 10th, and 17th are the worst hours. Okay, and if you don't have any option, the law was made for man and not man for the law. If you don't have any options when it comes to the appointment, and it so happened that it fits the appointment on this day, then you have to use other things to beef up your vibration in order to offset the vibration or equalize the negative vibration which is resonating on Tuesday. And as I mentioned, some of the things like you apply your lucky color. When you are dressing, you dress in your lucky color. You use your lucky perfume. If you have access to your lucky jewel, you use it. And then you do your prayers and meditation to lift up your vibration that day. Other than that, when you go in just like that, it's going to be a total mess and a total failure. So when you study yourself, you will know that these are the days that, and as I put it, you study your life pattern, realize that the days you are talking about are the days, the good days are the days that things, if something, some fortune is coming to you, it comes on that day. It is something that we have studied over a period of time. I personally have taken time to study this pattern in my life. So when I'm going for appointment on a specific day, I know that this day, no two ways about it, I'm going to hit. You understand? And there are certain days when you make an appointment, and I'll find ways and means to swerve the appointment if it is possible. But if it is not possible, then I have to do what I need to do before I engage in that appointment, because I know that it's not good. And I've observed it over many years, and it doesn't feel. And a lot of people have observed it. So please, those born from September 24th to October 23rd, please take note. Now we are moving to the next house, which is October 24th to November 22nd. Now, when it comes to Sunday, we have the 7th, 14th, 21st. Monday, we have 4th, 11th, and 18th. Tuesday, we have 1st, 8th, and 15th. Wednesday, we have 5th, 12th, and 19th. Thursday, we have 2nd, 9th, and 16th. And Friday, we have 6th, 13th, and 20th. And Saturday, we have 3rd, 10th, and 17th. So these are the lucky hours, or the most vibrating days, hours for the people born from October 24th to November 22nd. Now, these people, their lucky day is Tuesday. Lucky day is Tuesday. And the unlucky day is Friday. So Tuesday is the luckiest day, the most, when I say luckiest day, that means the day that you are vibrating at your peak. That most of the time, anything that you do actually work well or ends well is Tuesday. The first hour, the 8th hour, and then the 15th hour. And Friday is the day which you don't need to really engage in something which is very serious. And as I said, if you want to engage in something which is very serious, then you should add other complementary things accompanied with prayer and meditation to raise your vibration, because that day is not good for you. Especially at the peak hour of 6th hour, 13th hour, and then the 20th hour. So that is for people born on from October 24th to November 22nd. Now we're going to the next one, which is November 23rd to December 21st. These things you need to take it very seriously because it works. So November 23rd, November 23rd to December 21st. Now, on Sunday, give me a copy of this. I think the listening is right now. Sunday is good. Thank you. Sunday is 6th hour, 13th hour, and 20th hour. So Monday is 2nd, 9th, and 16th. Tuesday is 7th, 14th, and 21st. Wednesday is 1st, 4th, 11th, and 18th. Thursday is 8th, 15th, and 22nd. Friday is 5th, 12th, and 19th. And Saturday is 2nd, 9th, and 16th. Now, for those born in this house, which is November 23rd to December 21st, your most unlucky day is Tuesday. Your most unlucky day is Tuesday, and your most lucky day is Thursday. Thursday is your most lucky day. Thursday is your most lucky day. And your most unlucky day is Tuesday. So when you're booking an appointment, as I've said, you have to take that thing into consideration. Let's move on to December 22nd. December 22nd. December 22nd to January 21st. So people born in this house, December 22nd to January 21st. Sunday, 5th, 12th, and 19th. Monday is 2nd, 9th, and 16th. Tuesday is 6th, 13th, and 20th. Wednesday is 3rd, 10th, and 17th. Thursday is 1st, 7th, 14th, and 21st. Friday is 4th, 11th, and 18th. And Saturday is 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd. Now, these are the lucky hours of the day for people born from December 22nd to January 21st. Now, for such people, your most unlucky day is Mondays and Tuesdays. Mondays and Tuesdays are unlucky for people born under this house. And your most lucky day is Saturday. Saturday is your most lucky day. So people born under this house, Saturday is your most lucky day and your most vibrating day are this day. All the rest of the days you can use it, in exception of Mondays and Tuesdays. And should you want to use Monday and Tuesday because you have very few options, then you need to do what you need to do, as I've explained to you, to beef up your vibration. Let's move to the next house. Now the next house, the last but one house, which is the 11th house, is January 22nd to February 19th. Now when you count, Sunday is the 5th hour, 12th hour, and 19th hour. Then we have 2nd for the Monday, 9th for Monday, and 16th for Monday. And when you come to Tuesday, we have 6th, 13th, and 20th. When it comes to Wednesday, we have 3rd, 10th, and 17th. When it comes to Thursday, we have 1st, 7th, 14th, and 21st. When it comes to Friday, we have 4th, 11th, and 18th. And when it comes to Saturday, we have 1st, 8th, 15th, and we have 22nd. So this is for those born on the 11th house, which is January 22nd to February on the 19th. Now, your unlucky day is Monday, and your most lucky day is Saturday. Your most lucky day is Saturday. That's your most lucky day. So as I've said, you know what to do to get yourself going when it comes to facing appointments, dates, work appointments, interviews, contracts, marriage, whatever you are doing, you know how to deal with it. And maybe before no ignorance. Bible says that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. And I can tell you for sure that more than 75% of the troubles we are facing in our lives is based on ignorance. Because as I've said in some of my previous videos, even the devil that we are talking about, the Satan we are talking about, the witch we are talking about, derives their powers from the fact that we are ignorant and we don't know what to do. That if you know what to do, they can, because if somebody comes to your house to want to rob you, and you know what to do to prevent the person from robbing you, then the person has no chance of robbing you. The person only has a chance to rob you simply because you are ignorant as to how to prevent him from invading your space to rob you. So most of the problem we are being faced with is ignorance. Even when somebody is having a spiritual adverse effect on us, and we know the antidote, that effect will not work. Because all you need to do is just to apply the antidote to neutralize that effect. So most of the thing that is happening to us is ignorance. I talk to people and they normally approach you with all kind of fright and fear and all that. And you talk to them, and by the time you don't do anything for them, by the time you finish talking to them, they calm down and realize that no, it's not really a problem. There's no problem. But the problem is coming from the way they are thinking and their ignorance. So you should know the truth, and it is the truth that will set you free. It is not the long hours of prayers, it's not the long hours of fasting, it's not the long hours of doing all those magical and mystical things and rituals that really is going to save you. Everything in manifest creation is bound and founded on knowledge. And it is knowledge that is going to bring us liberation. And that is why it is said within the educational circle that knowledge is power. So when you are looking for power, don't go chase all these mystical, elemental abilities. Chase after knowledge. And when you get knowledge, you have power. This is what you need to have. When you have good knowledge, adequate knowledge, relevant knowledge, you have power. And that power alone is enough. So we go to the last house, which is the 12th house, which is February 20th to March 20th. That is the last house for that we are going to treat. Now Sunday is 6th, 13th, and 20th. Monday is 2nd, 19th, and 16th. Tuesday is 7th, 14th, and 21st. Wednesday is 1st, 14th, 11th, and 18th. Thursday is 8th, 15th, and 22nd. Friday is 5th, 12th, and 19th. And Saturday is 2nd, 9th, and 16th. Now, so those born in the 12th house, which is the last house, your unlucky day is Tuesday. Your lucky day is Tuesday. And your most lucky day is Thursday. Your most lucky day is Thursday. So if you are born from February 20th to between February 20th to March 20th, you can use any of the days for your appointment. But the most favorable day you need to use is Thursday. And the most peak hours in Thursday is 8th hour, 13th hour, and 22nd hour. But the most unfortunate day for you is Tuesday, that you should try to avoid. As much as possible, try to avoid. And in Tuesday, the most unfavorable hours in Tuesday is 7th, 14th, and 21st. So some people that I know who are aware and conscious of these things, they always normally do spiritual exercises on these days. On the unlucky days, they normally fast on the unlucky days. Okay, just to lift up their vibration. Yes. So this is what you need to know about yourself in terms of time, favorable times and unfavorable times. Favorable days and unfavorable days, and favorable hours and unfavorable hours. And I've shown you how you can use them. We've talked about it already, so what the previous parts, how you can use it to book appointments for an interview, book appointment when I'm going to do business negotiation, book appointment, when you're going to see somebody and talk to the person about for a support or grant facility, any kind of thing that you are doing that you need favor, it is always advisable to use your lucky day, and if possible, the peak hour. But any hour in your lucky day is acceptable, you can use it. And any day in the week, in the section of the asterisk one, which is your unlucky day, you can use. If the options are few, as I've said, and you are to use your unlucky day, then you have to make sure you do the necessary spiritual exercises accompanied by other means of lifting up your vibration, like using your lucky color in your dressing, in your handkerchief, using your lucky jewels, using your lucky perfume, reciting, if you know about your lucky psalm that raises your vibration for favor and all those things, you can use those lucky psalms. If you're Christian and you believe in the book of Psalms, you can use those ones. Or any other spiritual group that you belong to, that you have a mantra or an invocation or affirmation or a decree that you can use that lifts up your vibrational frequency. You can use it on that day before you approach, because that day is not too favorable for you. This is what you need to know about. So when it comes to time and seasons, and these things, they work, they are natural. Whether you believe them or you don't believe them, they are what they are. And your belief system is not going to change the order of nature. The order of nature is what it is, and it's going to unfold. That is why the Desirata say that the universe is unfolding as it should. So the unfoldments of the universe is not predicated on your belief system or what you think should be or should not be. It's designed the way it is, and that is how it's supposed to be. So the earlier you know these things and you put them to practice and put them to use for your advantage, the better and easier life becomes. And you realize that you don't have to stress yourself too much about things. You don't have to go through too much struggles to get things. You are relaxed. People see that you are relaxed in doing your things, but each and every step you take never fails. Each and every step you take never fails. Each and every step you take never fails. And step by step, little by little, you get to your destination. And you get there steadily and well grounded, because you are working according to time and seasons favorable for you within this manifest creation. So please, this is what you need to know at this time. I'll bring to a closure. So this is the final part of this topic about the greatest gift on earth. And I pray that you'll be able to put them to use, put them to practice, and you would have the utmost results best for you. Thank you, and God bless you.